No, I couldn't eat another bite. Um, that tickles. Oh, hey there, sunshine. I missed you. Last time, I thought I wouldn't be able to wake up next to you, but then I realized if I want to, gotta make it happen. I guess that's where we are. It was quite the day, wasn't it? Or I should say the night. But that's just half the story. I know it's not that simple. You know, just go to some place and spend the night with someone and not care about the day. I mean, that would just be kind of pointless, right? People always get so focused on one thing or the other. But for me, it's the whole package, everything about you. If I didn't have that, you wouldn't be you. Just like I wouldn't be me without all of my quirks and crazy things. Oh, no joke on that, but we'll just, we'll leave it as it is. Besides, I very much love you. But you knew that from the start, so I don't need to keep reiterating it. Unless you like hearing it. In which case I could do it 1,000,000 times. If it makes you feel like sunshine, then count me in. I'm a pretty simple guy. I know you know this, but I guess sometimes saying it clarifies what I think I can't convey with just actions, or maybe things that I might be misunderstood on. It's not that I'm so simple that I don't understand things. Definitely not sticking my hand in the sand or, I mean, head in the sand, isn't it? Sorry, still learning those things. I've not really been too good with them, especially when it comes to colloquial terms. Oh, sorry, that means spoken of. I learned that yesterday thanks to Tamaki. Believe it or not, he teaches me just as much as I teach him. That's the fun of life. You're always teaching and learning, and it just ends up being this big blast. And that's why I ended up with you. You're so fun. You know that? When I think I'm gonna be sad, when I think I can't go any further, then I just have to look at things and laugh. But with you, I can't really find it to be humorous. I don't know, I smile and laugh sometimes. That's just because I'm so happy. Instead of finding it sort of like a disillusion of life, it's more like it's 10 times more vibrant than normal. You really are like sunshine. A ray of sunshine I never want to lose. And I'll never get tired of kissing you, holding you, or... Oh, I shouldn't say that. Too bad I'm going to never get tired of this, right? Such a shame. You always have to deal with me, sunshine. Unless you decide to leave me. Like that'll ever happen. What? Is it wrong for me to be confident? In the face of other guys, or even other girls. I know I can beat them. I don't need to resort to anything else. My charm, it's up front. And I know that that's all anyone could ever want. Right? You love me, right? Your kiss tells a story. One that I'd like to see the end. Well, more like never see it. I'd like to see you. A whole lot more, though. You know, I kinda suck at doing certain things, but I'm real good at being honest to myself. Being true to my feelings is practically the easiest thing for me. But you know what one of the most difficult things is? It's when I think I fail you, sunshine. I admit, just like anyone else, I go through my fair share of rough times. It's always nice to see your smile. And admittedly, when you're feeling down, I usually have the energy and the passion to make you smile again. It's just those times that I don't, I feel kind of down on myself. Like, maybe I'm letting you down somehow, and I never want to do that. Gosh, I wouldn't even know what to say if I did that. Instead, I'd much rather be that ray of sunshine to you, too. Just like you are to me. I know that sometimes it's not that simple. Sometimes we just have to figure it out. And sometimes I might not be the biggest help, but I figure sometimes is not always. And if I kiss you, I can make it always. In a good way. I'm pretty bad at explaining all this, but that's okay, right? No one asked me to be the best at that. If I'm gonna be the best at anything, I'm gonna be the best at showing you my feelings. And not just my oh. No, not that. I mean that too. Not that I mind. You know, sometimes I think I don't do enough soft things. I could be pretty soft, you know. I'm not just a muscle brain musclehead. Though I could be that if you want. I'm here to make your dreams come true. Now, why don't we discuss that? How have you been? Nah, you don't need to say all that. Just give me a hug. I'll be able to tell through that. Hug and a kiss, cuddling you tight like this. I'm sure it's gonna work out. Hey, you're pretty tough, you know. I can vouch for that. And besides, you definitely got me anytime you want, however you want. I'll protect you. I swear it. But not just protect, because just protecting doesn't exactly mean everything works out. I want you to be able to thrive, enjoy your life, and just feel free. Free until you're not so free in my big muscular arms. You know, Sunshine, I've been thinking. I know, crazy for me. But what if we did something really nice today? Usually we're doing something busybody, or following norms and things like that. Why don't we do exactly what you want? My suggestion is your suggestion. What? Doesn't sound like fun? I sure as hell think it does. So, what's it gonna be? Am I to take those kisses as stay in and make out in the corner? Never leave our bed sheets? Maybe enjoy our time together cuddling? That's more than enough for me. You betcha. Besides, going out and being social takes a lot of energy sometimes. You ever notice that? I'm not saying I'm not very social, 'cause I am. I get along with almost anyone. But that doesn't stop me from having times when I want to be alone. I think everybody has those. So don't feel bad. If you want time for just yourself and I, let's do it. Then again, there isn't anything particular we'll be doing. Just lots of kissing. Talking, cuddling. Well, anything's possible. What do you think? I think I love this time. And I also think you will too. I love you, Sunshine. Also, if you ever need some positivity, which I think everyone needs sometimes, you know how to get it. Leave it all to me. I knew something was up, but I wanted you to come to me. I wanted you to feel free to. That you'd feel confident enough that you could. That means a lot to me. So, lay it on me. Sometimes people don't take our problems serious. Not even heroes. There's even some that don't take other heroes' problems serious, or their own. A lot of people like to put themselves in a box, both labels and iterations of things that just don't really matter. You should remember that. Labels, what you feel, is much more important than what other people feel about you. Even if they think you're some kind of weirdo, it doesn't mean you are. I mean, come on. Imagine back when I first got my quirk. They thought I was weird. All I could do was stick my finger through things. It just made people unnerved. It didn't really accomplish anything until I realized its application. I spread it out and used it better. Kind of like butter. Well, I guess that's a bad one. But if you clump it up all into one place, it's not very good, right? Well, my quirk kind of ended up the same way. It took me a while to get it back. But once I learned one time, I taught myself again. Turns out, I'm pretty stubborn when I try to be. Just like when it comes to loving you. I don't know, I feel like I can't not be stubborn. If I did, what would I do? I'd feel too half-hearted with it, and besides, it's effortless. Loving you has been the best thing that's ever happened to me. And that's saying something. I've had a pretty good life, you know. I mean, troubles aside, I don't have that much to complain about. And I feel so damn happy. When I feel happy, I guess I feel it physically too. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy with those butterflies in my tummy. And that just makes me want to kiss you more. You're so damn cute when you're flustered, you know? Though you have no reason to be. What's the matter? It's not as if you didn't understand that I was madly in love with you. That transcends the boundary of other things. Make of me what you will. But I'll never stop being madly in love with you. That's a constant. You know, in mathematics, there's things that are constants and variables. As for me, I prefer constants in most of my life. Variable things and surprises are fun, but if I have to choose, slow and steady wins the race. The surefire thing that goes a little bit slower, that's a little bit better. And that's why, no matter what, I'm always me. Don't really change for anything. You could put me in any role in any play, and I'm always gonna be myself. Maybe that makes me a bad actor, but at the same time, I think it's just how I've gotta live my life. I don't see it working otherwise. I feel like it goes hand in hand with, you know, being a proper individual. I was always taught to be pretty good. You gotta try your best, right? If you don't put in the effort, how can you expect the results? Life is slow and steady. You can't expect it to just jump up. It's kind of like relying on lottery tickets. They never work. And even if they do, they bring ruin because the people who win don't know what to do with all that money. Heck, if I won something like that, it'd be more stress than anything. So what if I could afford a million things? Why do I need those for, when I've got the most important thing right here? And that's you. When I stare into your eyes, I don't just see my sunshine. I don't mean that in a cheeky way, that you're so bright that you hurt my eyes, no. Though your eyes glisten, it really suits you. I know even my sunshine struggles, so don't feel like you have to hold back. I know that people judge you for who you are. It always happens, people always judging based upon prior engagements and other things. But that's not the point. They can't control you, nor can they hurt you. Especially not when I'm around. If you need somebody to bounce with, that's me. Anyone tries to talk to you bad, well, I might just smack them upside their face. I may be a hero, but I've got a reputation for this, you know. I think I'm a good guy, but if it comes to someone harassing you, I can be a bad guy. Oh, yes, I can. If I need to be bad and kick someone's ass, then I'm gonna do it for you. Not saying I want to. I actually like trying to solve things without violence if I can, but there's a time and place for it. And someone messing with my sunshine? Well, let's just say they don't get that. They don't get that justice. True justice doesn't turn a blind eye, and it knows when to put up a fight. And I think I've been learning that my entire life. Not that I'm a master or anything. I have a lot to learn. Confidence is key. I learned that a long time ago. So, is my confidence as attractive as they say it should be? Confident enough to do this. You know, Sunshine, I've been wanting to ask you. You want to get married? I know I've loosely suggested it before, but why not? Maybe it's rushing, but I never really see it as rushing because of the fact that we get along so well. Plus, I think you really get me. You make me really blossom into my own. Not that I need anyone's help to do that. It's just you add a lot to my happiness levels. So I guess it's sort of like a second power level. If I have to fight someone, if I'm happier, I'll do better. That's just how it's always worked. So in a way, you indirectly help me like my sidekick. I mean, you could be my sidekick, but I don't think I work well with others. Just saying, it's more of a solo act. I'd be nervous of people taking advantage of you. And besides that, if we're married, you get to see me drop in whenever. Just don't be too surprised if I lose my pants. I mean that in the best possible way. Or the worst possible way, if you want it to be. By the way, is it you or me who's nervous right now? I can't tell, but my heart's beating faster. Here, can you feel it? You did this. How's it feel, Sunshine? Knowing you're responsible. I'm not trying to embarrass you too much, but you do have an interesting face when you're embarrassed. And by interesting, I mean I want more of it. Have you ever noticed? I really only want one thing, and that's your heart. I don't care how I get it. If it's cuddles or kisses, if I steal it away, if I'm a bad guy, so what? What does it really matter? Wouldn't that just make me better than the rest? If I can be that, I don't care what I have to sacrifice or change. Unlike most people, my morals are kind of a coincidence. I could have very easily been a villain. If I switched my viewpoint a little bit, I could have went down a dark path. It's not that I don't appreciate heroism, it's that I can see why people end up as villains. So, I guess when you look at me, don't always think that I'm so rigid that I'm stuck in my ways or something. Quite the opposite, actually. I could pretty much roll with the punches. I wouldn't want to hurt people necessarily. I like to save the day if I can now. I've gotten rather addicted to it. I would never be an outright villain, I don't think. Because I just can't get into that. The idea of hurting people, it kind of scares me. And can you imagine what I could do as a villain? It'd be ungodly. I don't know. I just don't take myself for that one. Not that I couldn't be. But you don't strike me as a villain type either. Or if you are, you're definitely not a villain without a heart. Look, Sunshine, my point is, whatever we should be doesn't really matter. It's more about enjoying life. I just enjoy the smiling faces of people, especially your smiling face. So what can I do to make you smile? I should have guessed. I love you, Sunshine. I love you so much, I'll never let you go. Should I say it in that creepy yandere way? I'll never let you go, no matter what you do. How's my impression of that? Not very good, I'd imagine. But I can be that way. I think I might be, actually. Don't go looking at anyone else, or you might find out firsthand. Wouldn't want anyone to get hurt, would you? Am I kidding? I'm not sure, Sunshine. And I'm not sure I want to find out. But I bet you do. Come on, admit it, Sunshine. You like it when I'm crazy about you. Not that I'm too crazy, but you like the feeling of it, don't you? You want me to be absolutely infatuated with you. You want me to dream about you, think about you, feel so much for you. But guess what, Sunshine? I don't need to dream. Because I feel you right here. You're so damn cute. I love you, my sunshine. But you already knew that. Still probably feels good to hear it. Want to say one for me? That makes me happy. Even if you did it in a silly way. Somewhat. I'm just joking. I know. I know it's no joke. I know you take me serious. It's just I'll be damned if I don't enjoy my time with you while I got it. I get so addicted, you know? Just being here with you. I could do it any time of the day. Doesn't matter that the sun is out or not. I enjoy my time with you. Day or night, responsibilities or not. I'm more than happy to shirk them on something else. Does it make me responsible? Oh, I mean irresponsible. That's the word. Of course it does, sunshine. That's why I don't do it too much. It's like a special occasion today. All thanks to you. You're like a holiday every day. Then again, I guess that's kind of cheesy, isn't it? I don't mind if I am. Every now and then, at least. Besides, what's cheesy to me might not be to you. Besides, sunshine, like I said before, you're looking a little flustered. And that makes me a little bit excited. I've always been honest. And luckily my body takes after me. So I'll follow my heart blindly. And we'll see what happens. Sunshine, you really do know how to get me wild up. Don't blame me. You're practically asking for it. Kisses and cuddles? I got that. Being madly in love with you? I got that too. I got everything, baby. I'm nothing if not confident. I like to get a healthy balance of confidence and humble. But when it comes to you, what can I say? I'm all cocky, 'cause I know it. I know how much you love me, and you should know how much I love you. Couldn't you feel my heart beating out of my chest last time? Isn't that enough? If not, I've got other things I could show you. Just saying. You don't need to worry. I'm ready to be anything you want me to be. As long as I get to stay with you. And as long as I get to be myself. Loaded question, right? Well, I guess the self that I've made after all this time, I don't want it to go away. I want to be able to make people smile. But most of all, I want to make you feel small. Feel like you're the number one on the planet to me. Because you are. And if I need to get my hands dirty, you best believe I will. Don't tell me I stole your words away again. I seem to be making a habit of that. Not that I'm complaining. I could do this all day if I wanted to. In fact, I do. So what you gonna do about it, sunshine? Something tells me you don't have the heart to say no. You remind me right now of a little fox. I don't know why. Something about how you perk up whenever you see me staring at you a certain way. It just makes you seem like one of those innocent animals. Even though I know you're not all innocent. Oh, come on. Don't think you fooled me for a second. I know you've been thinking about things. But that's good. We're all human beings, after all, and there's no reason to hold back. I'm your boyfriend, aren't I? Why are you getting shy when I say it? Isn't it the truth? It's what you wanted, isn't it? All this attention. Let's be honest here. You can't hide it from me. Luckily, it doesn't seem like I'm the only one who's honest about their feelings. The way you're breathing, the way you feel against me, it's all so honest. I know you love me, even without words. And I want you to feel that way too. I'm no good with words, to be honest with you. I might seem like it, and my charisma gets me halfway there. But I think it's the passion. That's what really separates me. I get so into things that I lose myself in it. That's how I want our love to be. That's why I didn't hesitate in the start. That's why I won't start hesitating now. I'll never hesitate with you. Because I know you deserve it. You deserve all of me unapologetically. And that's for me to decide as well. You can decide to accept it, and I'll decide to give you just as much as you give. That's what I love about you. You haven't held back even once. Even though you think you have. In reality, you haven't. There's things that transcend words, you know. You're honest in so many ways that don't involve your words. Your words are generally honest, but it's your eyes that tell me a story. Your eyes tell me more about you than anything else. When I hold you, that tenderness of your grip, that warmth in your breath, everything. It tells little things about people. I've always had to learn it because I've not been really good with actually just understanding how people mean their words. So I defined it by actions. That was the best way for me. How is it you handle things like this? I see. So that's how you view people. It's kind of interesting to find out, to really quantify how you are. But I guess it's not the time for that. Just relax. There you go. Isn't it nice? I've got quite the embrace, if I do say so myself. All the better to squeeze you tight. I just want you to feel comfortable. Now just let all those bad feelings out. I'll take them. Gladly. I'll make sure there's no more after that. And if you ever have a fear, you know where to look. Buried in my chest. You can do that anytime, babe. It's always open for you. Now it makes it sound like I'm doing open heart surgery on myself, but you understand what I'm saying. This is, again, the part where I say I'm not too good at words. But you know what I am good at? You guessed it. Making my sunshine feel embarrassed. Now, sunshine, I think it's my turn. What say we go back to bed? We get nice and cuddled. And we have the time of our lives. Just you and I. No crazy words. Nothing to get between us. Just us. Together. You know I'm never gonna get tired of this, so we might as well get things moving. We might as well make things explosive. Plus ultra level. Like that kiss we keep doing. Well, not saying everyone's the same. But as for me, that kiss was one hell of a kiss, actually. I want another. Make it 1,000,000 more. You're so cute when you get shy like this. Not that you do every time. Besides, maybe sometime You won't be shy at all. I'll still love it. Just as much, actually. Now, the real question is, why aren't we giving more cuddles? I'm kidding. That would be my job now. You put up a good fight today. Well, in terms of cuddles and kissing and that. What? I think you did just fine. Though I'd suggest next time, more cuddles, less talking. More kisses too while we're at it. I love you. And you probably get sick of hearing me say it. But I'm your man. I'll always be. No matter how far you go, no matter how far apart we go, no amount of distance can separate our hearts from being right next to each other, intertwining even. You know, you can't lose this love either. 'Cause I don't know when to give up. I'm not a quitter, and I know you aren't either. So then the way I see it, no matter what happens, we'll stick it out, stick together. Besides, words are cheap, and I think my actions more than prove myself. God, I love you. You really are like my sunshine. Never gonna be a cloudy day again. I love you, sunshine. Your reactions always make it worth it. So never lose those, okay? Then again, I don't think you could if you tried. Today was definitely different from you. Didn't expect you to be so... I guess you'd call it bold. Well, whatever you'd call it. I don't want to see you change like that. If we change together, deal? If we become the most heinous criminals in the world, don't blame me if I do it because of you. I don't think we will, though. You got too big of a heart, you know. So let's live it up. Live the life we always wanted. That way it's more than just saying so. Come on, let's prove it with our actions. No villain life, okay? Unless you really wanna. Then I'd have to rename myself. Dark Million. Who knows? Guess you'll have to help me with that, though. Because my naming sense is lame.